My rotor has been drilled. I put it in a ultrasonic cleaner for half an hour, filled with lacquer thinner, and let it drain overnight. So now I'm ready to re-oil it. Now, different folks use different things to re-oil. What I use is just straight up, everyday run-of-the-mill automatic transmission fluid, this Telechron 3 Mercon. So one bottle will last you for many, many rotors. Had good luck with it. So here's my automatic transmission fluid, and you can use a hypodermic needle like this, but as I mentioned in an earlier video, I got these glass ones from ex-Soviet Union countries and epoxied on the bigger needle. I actually modified it too, took my Dremel and made it flat instead of pointy. Helps a little bit. So the amount of fluid that the rotor gets is surprisingly small. It's not a lot. The word that I heard is 0.65 milliliter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw that up into here, and then I'm going to inject it into the rotor. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put my thumb over the hole, and I'm just going to move the rotor around, put it in different positions. And this is so that the fluid can move around in there, because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put it on test. I'm going to attach it to my coil and put electricity across it and see if it turns, and see if we get any crazy noises out of it, what have you. So I just kind of turn it around and hold it about 20 seconds each direction, just try and distribute the fluid in there so when it starts up it's not completely dry. So now I'm going to take my coil which I've connected to my hobby vise here. Now with this this type of setup with the alarm clock, it's a little bit trickier to get to the terminals on the coil, but I can turn around like that, and then I can see them. Before I forget, I did want to mention this. One thing that I like to do is to just take a drop of that automatic transmission fluid and put it right there where that little gear is. That little gear should move back and forth. If it doesn't move back and forth at all, there's a problem. Okay, so I'm not going to put a lot, but I'm just going to put a little bit in there, and then what I'm going to do is pull it backwards and forwards like that. Okay, so now I'm going to put my leads here across the coil, and then I'm going to move this around so that I can put the rotor in. I got the rotor in, got my leads hooked up, and I'm going to put some electricity across it and see what happens. That's not a good sound. It's coming from the coil being loose. I mean the rotor being loose in the coil. So that's actually not a problem. So that's a good thing. And once I push the rotor back in there, and the coil can clamp down on it, I don't have that noise, Now I'll show you how it's turning. So you can see it there, it's turning counterclockwise. Doesn't go real fast, but yeah, it's turning. So that's what we're looking for, and this is going to work at our clock. I'm going to leave it turning for an hour or two, just get the oil dispersed throughout it. And the next step is going to be to cover that hole in the rotor, seal it up.